Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to share with you a recipe for monkey bread that I have been using for about 25 years, and this is by far my family's favorite dessert. So it is super easy. The ingredients you probably already have in your house, and I thought that I would share it with you so that if you've never heard of monkey bread or you've never made monkey bread, you can see how simple it is and amazingly delicious. So you're just going to need some biscuits, and I just like to use these Walmart biscuits. They're super inexpensive and they are great in this recipe. Then you're going to need about a tablespoon or more of cinnamon, a cup of white sugar, and 3/4 cup brown sugar. And then you're going to need 1 1/4 sticks of butter. And you're going to need to have a bundt pan to bake this in. I have made it in a cake pan before, but it doesn't turn out the same. So preheat your oven to 350. And then I like to open all my biscuits first, because once you start doing this, your hands get sticky and it's hard to open them. So I open them all up and get them ready before I start to cut the biscuits. And what I do is just use a pair of cooking scissors. You could use a knife, you could do it however you want. This is just how I've always done it. You're going to mix your cinnamon and white sugar together in a bowl, and then you're going to take your biscuits and cut each biscuit into fourths with your knife or your scissors, and you're going to coat them in the cinnamon sugar mixture. And I like to do 1 can at a time and cut them in fourths, then mix it all together. You can use a large Ziploc bag, that works fine too. I've seen people do that. I've just always done it this way, and either way works. So you're just going to do each can, and then you're going to toss them into your bundt pan, and you do not need to put cooking spray or butter or oil because there's so much butter in the recipe already. It doesn't stick. So this recipe calls for 3 cans of biscuits, but I have made it with 4 before when I needed to feed more people, and you can just add a little bit more sugar and a little more butter and then just cook it for a little longer, but it's really easy to stretch further. So once you get your last of the biscuits in your pan, then you're just going to take the remaining cinnamon sugar and sprinkle that over the top. And with the same bowl, just add your brown sugar and your butter, and then you're going to microwave that for about 1 minute. Then you just want to stir it. The butter does not have to be completely melted because obviously it will melt in the oven, but you do want to have a liquidy consistency so that you can pour this over the top of your biscuits. And then you just pour it over the top, and you don't have to worry about it seeping down the sides. It does that all in the cooking process. And that's all you do. You just dump it over the top, and then it goes in the oven. So then my oven is preheated to 350, and I am going to cook it for 45 minutes. So while it's cooking, I like to get my plate ready, and this is just the way that I have always done it. The person that gave me the recipe told me to do it this way, and I've always done it. I just get a plate, and then I get 2 pieces of aluminum foil, and I sort of want to make like a bowl so that when I invert the pan onto the plate, the liquid does not go all over the place and burn me or get everywhere. So I just make like a little indentation with the foil, and then there is the monkey bread fresh out of the oven. You can see that it is bubbling, and you want to be extremely careful because that sugar will burn you. So you just take the foil and lay it over the top and just loosely wrap it around it. Then take your plate and lay it over the top of that. And then make sure that you're wearing pot holders, something to protect your hands because the pan is still very hot. And then you just want to flip it over and straighten out your foil so that you can lift the pan off. And I have actually reached for the pan without putting my glove back on before, and that was really hot, so don't do that. And there you go, you just lift it off, and then make sure, I just like to put the foil, squeeze it back in so it's not sticking out so far, but that's just to keep it from running everywhere. And if you've done this before and you don't use that technique, that's fine too. That's just what I've always done. But there it is, fresh out of the oven, and it's too hot to eat right now, so I like to let it sit for a little bit, just let the sugar sort of get hard, get like a glaze over the top, but it is amazing. So here you can see that it's cooled a little bit, and you can just pull these pieces off, or you can slice it. Either way, it's meant to be pulled apart, and it's crusty and buttery and amazing. So I hope you give this a try. Thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you next time.